Hey guys, Flame here, and today we're doing the much anticipated JoJo roster tier list or ranking, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting other rosters in my community tab later today. Vote on which one you want to see next. But without further ado, let's get it. Actually, hold on, just a second. Getting ahead of myself. Just like I give a precursor in all the other ranked videos, for this one, JoJo is a roster jam-packed full of different characters that are all really good. Well, mostly really, I won't say all, but a lot of the characters in JoJo are really good. So if your list is different, just remember this is my opinion. So if you have your own opinion or think things should be changed around, make sure you leave your list down in the comments section below. I do read all of my comments. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into gimmick roster, aka JoJo roster. See y'all in a second. Okay, so starting off with number 8, there was two characters that could have took this spot, but I ultimately chose to put Jonathan here. And yeah, it was between Jonathan and young Joseph, and both people being 8, whichever you have 8 or has 7 or 8, it really doesn't matter to me. Like he could really go at 8 or 7, they could get switched interchangeably. But the reason why I personally have Jonathan at 8, even though he can heal and does 5 damage M1s, is because his moves, just both of his, the one that does the circle on the ground, I forgot what it's called, and then his overdrive, they're both cancelable if you catch him in the startup, and he has to breathe. So that's 3 moves where he has downtime, and without breathing he doesn't have anything. So the fact that you have to, all 3 of those moves have downtime at the start, and you have to breathe to do your other moves. Like, if someone just plays super aggressive against you, you really won't be able to do anything with him. Like, if somebody's just going balls to the wall, just straight at you the entire time, and are smart about what they're doing and not just rushing in like a stupid idiot, like, you're not going to be able to do anything, because you're just not going to ever be able to breathe. And when you do breathe, your moves are just going to get canceled. It's just, I feel like, yeah, that's why I put him at 8. But if you put him at 7, I wouldn't be mad. Okay, number 7, I already spoiled it, but we have young Joseph, and young Joseph is at 7 because all of his moves are trigger, well, not all of them, but 2 of them are triggerable. So like, it doesn't, like, he has to be this low, because if your opponent has that much control over what happens to your character, then like you can't be higher. Even though he has 100 different ways to one-shot you, you still gotta land him. And it's just, the reason why he's this low, even though he has all this combo potential, is not even because he's that bad. It's just because half of his kit can be triggered by your opponent, and if half of your kit is controlled by your opponent, then that's just not a good thing to have. Okay, number 6. Number 6 and up are all really good characters. So if you have them switched around, for like 6 through 4 could all be switched, but this is how I think it's ranked. So we have number 6 being Josuke. Josuke has a consistent way to get off combos. Okuyasu into whatever. If they're blocking, you use bearing shot. If they're not, you just go into a combo. And yeah, his awakening's really good. He's just a consistent character, and that's why he's at number 6. He's really good. Like, in another roster he'd be much higher, but since JoJo has such a low amount of characters and a lot of them are really good, he's just put at 6. Okay, number 5, we have Diablo, or Doppio. See, originally when I was first drafting this list, I put him at 3, but I got him down to 5 just by thinking about it more. I think 5 and 4 are very interchangeable. I was so tempted to put Diablo at 4, but he is at 5, and here's why. He is this higher than everybody below him, obviously, because, I mean, he's just so good. Like, 2 iframes, so he can really just negate half of his opponent's kick, and one of them is on a 10-second cooldown. And then my friend, Builder, or Memes, whatever you want to call him, he showed me this clip of combining Epitaph with Smack, and Yeah, you can still probably punish Epitaph even if you do this, but if you're using Epitaph in smart situations where it's landing, this really does do over half somebody's health in an instant. Like, it's pretty busted. So I went into a game and tried it out myself this morning before I recorded this voiceover, and it works. I did it like 3 times in the same game. Like, it's so crazy. So yeah, Diablo is really, really good, and the fact that you're always going to get your awakening first as long as you're not getting stomped. The only reason why he is lower than the other characters on this list is because he doesn't have a consistent way of starting combos. Like, he has Erasure, but Erasure is easily blocked, and then Smack doesn't really have any mobility on it, so it has a lot of utility and can start combos, but it's not consistently gonna start combos. And really, that's the name of the game right now, is being able to start combos without M1s. So that's why Diablo is this low, and Epitaph is extremely punishable if you use it wrong, so that's why he's number 5. Okay, number 4, we have Old Joseph. Old Joseph is number 4 on this list mainly because his stun, like grapple, y'all have all been hit by it probably. Grapple is the best stun in the entire game except for Kisuke's awakening stun. And even then, I think it might be better just because Kisuke's holds them in place and grapple will let them fall to the ground, so it's not awkward. And why grapple is so busted is because it's instant. Like, when you think about other stuns in this game, you think about Bleach, you think about Kisuke and Rukia, but their stuns, they have startup. Like, the opponent is aware that the move was used on them, and then they can block it. With Old Joseph, if you're caught without your block up and they use that move, there is no indication that they're using it. You can't just put up block. No, if they used it in a situation where you're not blocking, you are stuck now, and you are gonna lose 80+% of your health. And that's why Old Joseph's this high. His guard break does a lot of damage. It's decent. It's kind of unpredictable though. So his guard break is but grapple, really good. He has the move that literally lets him run away. So if you're playing cooldown, he's literally built to play cooldowns. And then he has overdrive, where he's literally got Jonathan's damage output but without breathing. So he's got the best stun in the game and a lot of damage. That's why Old Joseph is this high on the list. Okay, getting into the big top 3. 1 and 2 are pretty interchangeable, but I think 3 is here. A few of my friends thought 3 was a little higher on the list, but I put him here, and number 3 is Giorno. Giorno is number 3 because he's got so much going for him. His awakening, I don't even need to talk about it. It's one of the best, if not the best, awakening in the entire game. You're basically invincible, can take 2 to 3 stocks easy, and his base is so toxic. You can camp in the flowers, basically play super slow and just camp, and that already negates tons of characters in ABA. And that's only if you want to camp. And if you're not trying to camp, he also has combos. He's got tons of damage output with his barrage. If you get lucky with the barrage, it stuns the opponent, so you can combo even after that. Tree is a pretty fast guard break, so if you get caught blocking too close to him, you can't really, you could unblock in time, but it is a really fast guard break. And then his life punch has no cooldown whatsoever and lets you camp in it, and it can combo extend, and it messes up with your controls. And then he has frog to negate like every guard break that has wind up, so that already saves him from a lot of those moves. And yeah, he's just got a lot going for him. His kit has no weak points. He's just a solid character, and his awakening is phenomenal. Okay, number 2. This might be surprising to some people. I actually had number 2 at number 1 until I thought about it more, but number 2 is going to be Jotaro. Jotaro is, you don't really gotta mention much. I made a few videos on Jotaro in the past. If you really want to know why he's number 2, you can go watch those, but he's literally so busted just because of stand defense. Like, his kit is pretty good. Like, his barrage, barrages do a ton of damage. He's got a pretty decent guard break. It's kind of fast. It's got decent enough range to land. And then what is it called? Starfinger is that's probably the weakest point in his kit, just because it's inconsistent. But overall, his kit has really good damage output with those aura and his barrage. So yeah, but just combine that with stand defense, and then he's got time stop in his awakening. So time stop literally carries his awakening. His awakening can easily take 2 to 3 stocks, and then his what's it called, his base has stand defense. So basically getting block broken is a plus for you, or getting hit is a plus for you. Like, you can just start combos so easily by just abusing stand defense, and your opponent will have such a hard time actually landing any combos on you because of stand defense. It just makes fighting Jotaro just a pain in the ass. Okay, and to nobody's surprise, we have number 1 being Dio. Dio is literally just the epitome of a broken character. Like, his block break is literally instant, so you have to stay jumping or stay out of its range, because the pressure of that guard break is always going to be there. That guard break is arguably more scary when it's not being used. Like, if they just didn't use the guard break the whole time, I mean, that'd be stupid, but you'd be scared the entire fight, because you can't counter it. You just gotta prepare for it. You gotta either be in the air or be outside of its range. If you're not one of those things, there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna get hit if they want you to get hit, because it's just so fast. There's no counterplay to it. You're just gonna get hit if you're not one of those two things. And then absorb is pretty, you can combo start with it if you know what you're doing. If you dash around them or up tilt right out of it, it's a combo starter, and it's unblockable. So and it takes their health, so you're getting health, they're losing health, and you get a combo afterwards. Or it can combo extend if you do those same things. And then he's got a barrage. Barrages are always good, they do a lot of damage. And then he's got knives, which can be used, the ladder, they can be used for just extra damage. They can be used with time stop to get 15 damage cross map if somebody's weak or not holding F. And yeah, his whole kit is just so good. And then his awakening is literally 2 free stocks guaranteed, because he gets time stop twice. And then if you can manage to take a 3rd stock, be my guest, but you really don't need to, because you're probably gonna, when you're awakened, you probably already took 2 stocks off of them. So now all you have to do is time stop twice and you win the game. Or if they have 1 stock left, just time stop. And then if you mess up that time stop, you've just got another one. So yeah, Dio has got to be our number 1 on this list. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to go to my community tab to make sure you vote on which roster I will rank next. If you agreed with these rankings, make sure you leave a like, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below saying so. And if you didn't agree with this ranking, just tell me what you would change in the comments. This is definitely one of those rosters where a big part of it is who you are, because like all the characters are solid, so like ranking them is pretty easy. Like, no matter what you do, you're not gonna, I mean, unless you do something outrageous like put young Joseph at number 1 or something, nobody's really gonna clown you, because like a lot of the characters in JoJo are hated by the community and are very cheesy, but it is what it is. That's my rankings for JoJo, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching that. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, get your boy in the algorithm, know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you did enjoy that, don't forget to do those things directly supporting me. And I've got some other videos here if you want to watch them. But if not, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.